Morning, everybody. It's your boy D Mac. Oh, let me clear my throat. Wow. Good morning, everybody. It's your boy D Mac. Let's talk. Um, so today I'm going to talk about something that a lot of people don't really think about. I like the way I put this little spin on it. I hope y'all do too. So I'll ask a question. I'll start off like that. What does Jim Jones, Charles Manson, David Koresh, and all of us have in common? I'll give you a second to think about it. We are all some cute little cult leaders. That's exactly what we are. And I'm going to give you the rundown of why I say that. So, first off, I want to say that we are on here heavily recruiting followers to buy into and financially support our views. Are we not? So if this be the case, then I would have to say that we are basically becoming little cult leaders because that's exactly what cult leaders do. They'll go around, they'll heavily recruit people to buy into their view and to support their view. And they want to build a utopia of like minded people and so that they can go forth with the idea and the vision that they have. And there's always a leader. There's always a charismatic head to that cult. And I'm looking at our society, and I'm looking at the way that we're building these pages and channels and stuff like that. And we're on here doing so much to try to influence people to join our channel, to join our page, so that we can build a great following, so that that will give us power and influence in this social media society that we live in. So we're basically becoming social media cult leaders. That's that's what I kind of came up with. That's the conclusion that I came to based off of these things I'm about to go over. So, like I said, we heavily recruit followers. Our followers will attack anybody who questions us, who questions our views, who questions what we're trying to get across, the message that we're trying to send. Anybody who opposes that, oh, our followers will straight attack them. Look at the Beehive. Look at Cardi B's following. Look at Nicki Minaj's following. Who's that? Trick Daddy just recently said something about Beyonce, and her followers attacked him so heavily that the ratings on his restaurant went down because they just bombarded the complaints on his reviews and things like that. So these cult members will go out and attack people who questions their leader. That's a really, really strong parallel to David Koresh and Charles Manson and Jim Jones's cult leaders. Not cult leaders, but cult members, I should say. Another thing, their idea is to build a utopia. When I come on here and I speak, these are all values and things that I was taught. There's some things that I had to unlearn and be retaught. There's some things that I've researched and I've come up with, and there's things that the Spirit of God has given to me. And I want to share these views with other people because the way that these things helped me in my life, I would hope that they would help others in their life. And so we come with the mantle of a social justice warrior on us because we do get on here and we speak about justice and we speak about the right thing to do and we speak about character and personality and all of these things to help build you into a better, stronger you. And this is the way that a lot of cult leaders come to people. You want to be a better, stronger person. You're missing something, and I have what you're missing. All you have to do is just listen to me. Come tune into my channel and listen to what I have to say, and it'll help your life to become better. You'll be better informed. You'll have more information to practically apply better. This is what cult leaders preach to people, and this is the same thing that we're preaching on here to people. Yeah, we're cute little cult leaders. Another thing The amount of followers that you have can determine the level of influence that you have in this society. You look at Jim Jones, he was looked at as a great leader because he had over 900 physical bodies to follow him to Guyana. That's in South America, if you don't know. I'm not talking about Ghana in Africa. A lot of people thought that. I thought that at some point, but it's not. It's Guyana. That's in South America. But the amount of followers that we have determines our power. I was watching Wendy Williams last week, and there was a TikToker named Swavy who was murdered. Uh, Rest in peace to Swavy. But her emphasis wasn't on, this kid being shot down in the streets and this being a recurring thing in the United States. Her emphasis was on the fact that he had more followers than her, which isn't anything unnormal. Just because you think you have a certain level of fame, Wendy Williams, does not mean that it's going to equate into people wanting to follow you. And that also, you have to take into consideration, Swavy is a young man. This is the generation of the youth. This is no longer your time, Wendy Williams. Your time is up. So your amount of followers is not going to exceed that of these young TikTokers and YouTubers and things like that. Your followers are in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, Wendy. So a lot of times they be asleep at 8 o'clock. No, I'm sorry about saying that. Shout out to all my elders. Much respect. But just to say to Wendy Williams, these young people, they have way, way more of a following than you will ever be able to get, because you'll never be able to reach that demographic. So understand that, Wendy. Now, getting back to my story. This is so crazy, man. The amount of followers that we have will really give us power. You see it all the time. These people, whenever they have these celebrity boxing matches and they start going down the, you know how they do the tail of the tape for each boxer? It was always funny to me when you get down to the bottom. He has 2 million viewers, and this guy has 1.7 million viewers. Who cares? That's your cult following. But I just wanted to bring this out because I wanted people to understand what we're becoming and what these things can potentially lead us into being. We see a lot of YouTubers and TikTokers who lose their life out here trying to get more views and more followers, actually jeopardizing their lives for more followers. That's insane. I will never put my health and my well-being in jeopardy just to get somebody to come on and follow me. If I have to do all of that, I don't need those type of followers. I really don't. I'm secure and I'm happy with my small core of followers, really and truly, because it seems like the more followers you get, the more responsibility is placed on you. And they'll say things like, well, you have all of this power and influence and you should be responsible with it because you can cause people to go out and do this and that. I never understood how I could cause somebody else to go and do something against their will. So they have to be willing to do it in order for me to influence them to go and do it. And that comes through oftentimes a lot of brainwashing, a lot of convincing, a lot of charismatic speaking, a lot of coming across a lot of good points that can't be disputed by other people, things of this nature. And then when someone tries to question you, you question their loyalty to the group and you threaten them with the potential of being put out of the group. This is what these group leaders do. This is what these cult leaders do. They don't like to be questioned. They don't like to be challenged. And so you look at a lot of these YouTubers, when they come on, not just YouTubers, TikTokers, or any social media presence, when they come on, if they get challenged or they get questioned by anyone, their whole attitude changes, their whole mindset changes, their energy changes, and they go into attack mode towards those people. So watch out for these daggone content providers because a lot of them are cute little cult leaders. Just something I want to drop in your spirit this morning. I hope you receive it well. This is your boy D Mac, and like I always say, sticks and stones may break your bones, but the word can always heal you. I'm out.